was very loud, but I thought my microphone was far enough. Hey, everybody. Oh, my hair is kind of looking crazy today. Don't judge me. It only does what it wants when it wants. I'll just try to do that like so. Yeah. Oh, wow. I'm looking kind of crazy today. Yeah. It is what it is. Like, what? Just whatever. You know what? Okay. Keep it over there. Whatever. Fuck the hair. Anyways, it's the Couch Chronicles where it ain't no fucking limits. I'll do this every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday from 8 Central Time. Make sure you follow Couch Chronicles No Limits on Spotify, Pandora, THA Couch on Facebook, TikTok, and Big O. Couch Chronicles No Limits on Instagram, and my main YouTube Instagram, and my .com, which is THA Real JANELL. And you can also visit thecouch.com at THACouch.com. Shout out to everybody that's tuned in. Tabitha, Henry. Shout out to everybody that's tuned in. Y'all, it's prison jail felon talk. Today and tomorrow is the last day. I know you guys wasn't used to me streaming on a Wednesday, but because I didn't get to stream on Monday, that's why I went ahead and did Wednesday this week. So make sure that you catch up on that. Last night's episode with Mama Tank was amazing. Her Facebook name is Lori Hill. So if you didn't get a chance to see that one, you can actually go back and rewatch it anywhere. It's streaming on all of my platforms. So, just go back, rewatch that. Last night was very, very deep. And I couldn't stop crying. So, let me turn this Wi-Fi off on this one. And the reason why I couldn't stop crying is because Mama Tank and I, we have a history. And honestly, it's one that, hey, wifey, it's one that, a lot of us that have been locked up, we have, a bond or a history with someone that was locked up with us, that we're real tight with. And again, that's Mama Tank. So anything that she was saying last night had me in my feelings. I was just like, even though we haven't talked in a while.
Exactly like me. She invited me to her wedding out of the blue, thinking that she was my sister.
Excuse me. Even though, we don't talk every day. Well, we kind of do. But anyways, we don't talk every day, but whenever we do talk, it's, you know what I'm saying? So, and that's with any of our friends that we was locked up with, it's a bond. It's a special bond that, can't be broken. And the only way that special bond can be broken is if you break it, because the only way we're going to stop fucking with somebody that we was locked up with is if they do something to fuck up that relationship. And that's what it is. It's not like you just gonna be like, you know what, fuck them, just randomly. No, they really have to do something, and they gotta really do something for you to stop fucking with them, because we don't really let a lot of stuff affect us. The ones that's built the bond, but once they do, it's really no coming back from that. I know for sure, like, if we stop fucking around, like, if we stop being friends and we was locked up together, it's because you did something. I don't just really just be like, you know what, fuck you, and and I'm very forgiving. It's just, I'm not going to keep on being a dummy and let you keep on playing the penitentiary games. We ain't going to do that. So, and sometimes some people don't know how to let go of the penitentiary because they still playing in penitentiary games. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and get it started.
For the Couch Chronicles, where there ain't no fucking limits. Every
Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday from 8 Central Time. You don't never want to miss a couch. Trust me, it ain't no fucking limits. I said none.
And I mean none, okay?
Appreciate the money cause I grew up in the struggle. Appreciate the hood cause it taught me how to hustle. Went through some hard times when I was down on my knuckles. I appreciate the ones who stuck around, just know I love you. I appreciate them long days in the trap. Appreciate the road every time I made it back. I appreciate the hard tan and that white. A nigga play with me, he don't appreciate his life. Don't appreciate his life. And I appreciate the things that happen to you cause it shaped me to be who I am. And I promise it's the truth, sir. Handle my business, I'll be counting my digits, cutting off a couple niggas and continue to make my moves, yeah. I got shit that I gotta do. Play with me, then you are a fool. Keep playing with me, you wanna be lame. See, I'm tryna be nice, but you keep guessing my games and my baby. Something ain't right with this picture I see. So I'll cut you off to keep my energy. You say you love me, then why is that me? Don't need you in my life, just wait and you'll see. I appreciate the money cause I grew up in the struggle. Appreciate the hood cause it taught me how to hustle. Went through some hard times when I was down on my knuckles. I appreciate the ones who stuck around, just know I love you. I appreciate them long days in the trap. Appreciate the road every time I made it back. I appreciate the hard tan and that white. A nigga play with me, he don't appreciate his life. Don't appreciate his life. Come to me, you better come with some respect. In my feelings, I'm just telling you what's best. Keep it real, you got animosity. I'm not tripping, but you gon' respect me. I'm not stressing what you talking about. And if my haters come through to make you walk it out, you keep on grabbing the people. Come back and tell me what you be saying. You got me giving no Grammy. And I appreciate my real niggas, my family and friends. The struggle only made me just be greater within. I know the people that surround me keep it real. Cause half the ones I keep around, I appreciate the money cause I grew up in the struggle. Appreciate the hood cause it taught me how to hustle. Went through some hard times when I was down on my knuckles. I appreciate the ones who stuck around, just know I love you. I appreciate them long days in the trap. Appreciate the road every time I made it back. I appreciate the hard tan and that white. A nigga play with me, he don't appreciate his life. Don't appreciate his life.
He don't appreciate his life. She don't appreciate her life. They don't appreciate their life. I mean, because if they keep playing with you. Some people are literally an inch away from becoming another felon. Or becoming a felon at all. Some people ain't never been in trouble before. But they need to pay them bills. But them kids need to eat. So they on the verge of becoming one of us. So that's why I do prison, jail, felon talk, because you never know what you might hear on the couch that could help you. I'm just saying. A lot of people go through shit every fucking day. Just because they're not a felon today doesn't mean that they can't be a felon tomorrow. Shit happens. He said, I love to see all those pictures of all the glow-ups. Oh, baby. Did you already send yours? Because I don't remember seeing you back there. Make sure you send me yours. So, you know, you just, like I said, life be lifing. And you never know what somebody's going through or what bill is coming up that they know that they can't pay and that it has to be paid. It has to be paid. And sometimes you got to do something that you don't want to do in order to get your bill paid, whether it's open up your legs, whether it's rob somebody, hit a quick lick, whatever it is. any of those things can get you put in prison, can get you sent to jail. Some people don't become felons because they just want to be bad. They just one day was just like, you know what? I am going to catch a felony charge. That is what I'm going to do that. No. Something was going on in their lives. I know something was going on in my life. Something was going on. And there are some felons, I will say this, that literally have caught their case and this was what they wanted. There's Jeffrey Dahmers and shit like that. There are people like that, but there's a majority of people that caught their case was because they were either hurt, going through something and hurt people. They were scared. Sometimes if you fighting somebody and you don't want to fight, you like, shit, I got to give it my all, and you scared, the scared person will kill you. Or you got bills that need to be paid. Your kids need to eat, and you don't have a way at all. Your job's not paying enough. Your little side hustle, it ain't hustling. It ain't doing enough. Nothing is doing enough to take care of you, your kids, and the extra necessities and trinkets and things that you guys want. So you have to do what you have to do to get this bill paid, to get them shoes. School's about to start. The kids need shoes. The kids need school supplies. How am I going to pay for that? I seen a little lick up the street. I got to hit it. Anything can get anyone sent back to prison or to prison. Life circumstances. Yeah, $40 ain't $40 no more. It's not. Sherry, you ain't lying. It's not. Back then, $40 can take you a long way with groceries. Now, $40? That's like a butter, onion, and a motherfucking thing of bread. That's not even nothing that match, really. No more. With the way things are in the world, with the prices, you think that it makes it easy on anyone who's struggling not to do something to go back to prison? No. They actually made it easy for you to want to go back to prison. Because they made it so hard for you when you got out to live. And when it's hard to live, baby, you damn near, hey Michelle, you damn near would do anything to make sure that your kids is fed. Or if you don't have kids, to make sure that you and your bills are taken care of. Nobody wants to be homeless. Nobody wants to be on the streets. Nobody wants to be a statistic. But they end up being a statistic. Some, especially when they don't have that support system, especially when they don't have somebody lifting them up. You said, I need to write a book on how to break the cycle when, yep, exactly. Yep. And I'm sure there are books that, help people get back into society. But sometimes them books don't help, especially for the people that ain't never even been in. Some of them, they've been in, but not everybody's story is the same. That's why I say, tell your story, because your story can help somebody. It might not help everybody, but it can help somebody. It's not easy being in prison and getting out and not knowing what the fuck you coming out to. Especially if you've done a lot of time. If you've done a lot of time and you went in when things were still like ancient and shit. I'm not kidding. Like, I'm talking about when I went in, it was still Black Planet, MySpace. That's ancient to me. Well, now it is. And then you come out and everything is so upgrade, AI and touch screen, and they didn't have that back then. So you don't think it's kind of scary for somebody who's been locked up for a very long time, and then they get out and then they like, okay, now y'all taught us in these classes, you know, how to handle certain situations, but you didn't teach us how to use a touchscreen. You didn't teach us how to allow ourselves to be in the world and be of the world. And I don't mean in a secular way, just be of the world. I'm talking about like just be of the world, because when you're in prison, you're literally of the prison. You don't know nothing but you literally trying to focus on day after day, because anything else is going to stress you the fuck out and going to have you motherfucking yourself and going crazy. So you focus this penitentiary. Okay, boom, boom, boom. What about when you get out? You were so busy waking up at a certain time, you still trying to wake up at a certain time. It ain't like that out here now. You could rest. You don't have to get up for breakfast. Not at 4 o'clock in the morning. You can make your own time. It's hard. It was hard. I couldn't stop even shutting my door. I was like, fuck that. I don't want nobody to see me. I don't want to be seen. You got to knock to enter. The fuck? I need to see who's coming in and out. And that's that penitentiary mentality. Because why would I be doing that? Why do I need to be thinking like that? Like, who's coming in? Who's coming out? What they doing? That's, stop. But it's hard to shake being institutionalized when you've been institutionalized the whole time. Or how about this? How about you never been institutionalized the whole time, and then you get out, and then all of a sudden you institutionalized? How the fuck does that work? I know it works because it happened to me. I didn't believe I was institutionalized when I was in prison. I didn't believe that at all. But when I got out, I was a little institutionalized. Don't touch my stuff. It's mine. But who isn't like that? If it's yours, why would you want somebody just up and just touching your shit? You don't. I didn't. So I used to get into it a lot in Detroit because I was still in that penitentiary mentality, you know. And then I didn't have any of you guys out there with me helping me and encouraging me and letting me know that, yo, we got this. I was by myself. And it made it super fucking hard. It made it hard because the only people that understood me were the people that were locked up with me. Not my family, not my closest friends understood me if they didn't do penitentiary time. And even if you are in a room full of people, it is so lonely when no one gets you. It's so lonely when you can't talk freely how you talk in front of your people that was locked up with you. Because, I don't know, we just talk a little different when we with our peoples. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I know that when I'm with my people that I was locked up with, we talk different. And what I mean, not like it's a different slang, or I just mean like we've been through some of the same shit, so we understand. Like, yo, if I say, y'all remember when Feehan did da-da-da-da-da, y'all gonna know who Feehan is. I could see something and I could be like, oh my God, I remember whenever Pumpkin did, and y'all gonna know who that is, even though I was just making up that name just now. But like, y'all gonna know what's what. But if I'm in a studio session, like doing my music, and you know, around a bunch of people that have never been locked up, and then something happened, I'm like, oh my God, I remember whatever Bucky and them was. They gonna be like, what? Bucky, young Buck? Cause what you talking about? We get each other more than anyone gets us. So I wouldn't be surprised if you fell in love with someone that was in the penitentiary with you and you still with them right now. That's why, even though a lot of people be like, oh, relationships from prison don't work. No, toxic relationships in prison don't work. Those are the ones that don't work. But whenever you're in a relationship in prison that's good and healthy, and regardless of however you view sexuality and all of that shit, however you view it, when you find love, no matter where it's at, and sometimes it can be in a dark place, if it's not toxic, trust me, it's going to make it. It's going to make it through everything. And people are going to envy it. They'll be jealous of it, even if they don't say that they jealous of it, or if you think that they, oh, that's my friend, they not. When they make certain remarks, you'll be able to tell. But not every relationship is toxic. There are beautiful relationships that started in the penitentiary. And some of them, just friendships. Those are beautiful too. What the fuck? I have some beautiful friendships with some beautiful individuals that were locked up. With me and without me. It's a bond that we built. It's a bond that we have. Sherry, you said some of your best friends. Exactly. Some of my best friends, some of my closest friends. My family. My family. My family. You guys are my family. When my family disowned me, my penitentiary family stepped the fuck up. Even more so. Surgery, they there. Like, events, they there. Supporting me, done. And I love that. I love that about us. Once we connect with each other, because sometimes, I'm not gonna lie, there's times where I was locked up with somebody and then until I see their name, I won't remember. If they didn't really like, if we wasn't really like tight, if I see your name, I'll be like, oh, okay, I know exactly who that is. Like it's like that sometimes, right? You don't know them until you see their name, and then you don't realize you miss them until you see them again. You know, because sometimes we lose contact, but whenever we link up, it's like we never left. It's like we never left. That's one thing about penitentiary relationships is, thank you, Sherry. I love y'all too. One thing about penitentiary relationships is you literally cannot speak to that person for years. It can even be 6 years. And when you link up, it's like you never left. It's like you could pick back up on a conversation like it never died off. It's so beautiful when it comes to, and that was one thing my best friend said. And my best friend, she's never been locked up before, but whenever she see like our friends that was locked up, you know, come around, she's like, yo, I love, you know, like how y'all just start conversing and just y'all going. And it's beautiful. It's not all just, oh, you remember whenever such and such beat. No, it's fun stuff. It's funny stuff. It's sad things. It's just the fact that we are able to speak freely about our situation and what the things that we went through and the things that still goes on in our mind, in our head, and in our life. And the reason why I say in our life is because anxiety, flashbacks, those are real. And even if we laugh when we're speaking on some of the things, we really cry about it. because it's traumatic. Hey, Nicole, I love you. It's traumatic, the things that we've been through. Yeah, I know y'all probably like, is she scratching her butt? No, this is like the side of my little, but when I just looked in the camera, I was like, oh, that kind of looks like I'm scratching my butt. Whatever. But the bonds, something to never be broke. And if you ever break a bond with somebody that was locked up with you, that's on you. That's a fuck up that you did. But you don't want to fuck up with somebody that you was locked up with, because we know each other more than anybody else. So why sever those relationships? Why? It bothers me whenever someone that I was locked up with severs a relationship with me. You know, there was a young lady that actually passed away. I'm not going to say her name because a lot of y'all loved her. But we was really tight in prison. So I would never expect for her to do anything, you know, fucked up to me. Well, I wasn't. And even though y'all be like, well, y'all was locked up, what you expect? Criminals, da-da-da-da-da-da-da. I understand that. But I'm not like that. I'm not finna just be like, oh, we was in prison, so I'm gonna treat you like you about to rob me. You know, I'm not gonna invite. No, I'm not like that. Until you do me wrong, until you fuck me over, you got the benefit of the doubt, period. Anthony, love you. You got the benefit of the doubt, period. So I really thought that, mind you, that this was my friend. I invited her. She was coming from Oklahoma City. She was like, hey, you know, do you know anybody that has, you know, crystal meth or whatever she asked for? I had just so happened to know somebody that had it, and it was the guy that I was seeing. And I was like, yeah, bet. I'll link y'all in. You know what I'm saying? They get there. By this time they get there, it's dark. I link them in. And before the linking even gets lunk, I know that ain't no word with that. Before the linking even gets lunked, they start taking off on him like they can just beat his motherfucking ass. I'm talking about, it was punches being thrown everywhere. And I was in such shock. Like, why y'all throwing punches? And they connecting to this nigga's head. I'm like, I don't know what's going on. And because I didn't help him fight them, he was thinking that I had something to do with it, but it wasn't even like that. I honestly didn't even know what the fuck was going on. And when I finally because I was in shock. And when I finally was able to like move, I was like, you know, like I jumped in. They hit me in the back of my head because they were still trying to hit him. But I kind of like jumped in. When I finally realized what was going on, I kind of like jumped like what? What the fuck? But he finally pushed them down the stairs. They left. But he tried to chase them after he went and grabbed his, whatever he tried to do. Anyways. But he cussing me out, going crazy on me. Like, you set me up. You trying to get me robbed. But I'm thinking like, these are supposed to be, I couldn't even think of what he was talking about. Fuck what you talking about. Fuck your drugs. These is my homegirls that I was locked up with that just put me in a position to where I could have either got killed, beat the fuck up real bad, or something. Put in jail or something. He could have put me in jail or something. I don't know. Anything could have happened, but they didn't even give a fuck. And again, these were supposed to be these was not fuck friends. These was my family members. We was locked up together. We did time. I don't expect anyone that have done time with me to fuck me over. And I won't do you. And I'm not trying to fuck anybody over, period, anyway. But we supposed to have a different type of bond than anyone else. We are not supposed to cross each other. We've been crossed too many times. We just seen what it's like. So it hurts me even more than my real family doing anything wrong to me. Anybody that was locked up with me that I built that bond with to cross me, that hurts worse. So as he's arguing me, cussing me out, I can't stop thinking about the fact that these two women that I've done a lot of my time with, that I thought was my friends, that I thought was coming down here to, get them a little drugs, but come visit me, just crossed me. Now, normally people would take it out on everyone and not trust anyone after that, but I wasn't finna be like, I'm not gonna trust nobody else that was locked up with me. No. Once you cross me, that's it. That's it. And people wanted me to feel bad when she got killed. She got murdered, actually. She got murdered. And I didn't feel bad. I'm just like, it is what it is. We wasn't cool when she died, so rest in peace. But I wasn't like crying or nothing, but it's just like, damn, I don't expect anyone that I was locked up with to cross me. So when it happens, it's like, what? We get so super offended. We get so crazy because it's so hurtful. It's a different type of hurt. It's a different type of hurt than for me, when my regular family hurt me. It's way worse whenever one of my penitentiary family hurts me, because that bond is a different type of bond. If you're just now tuning in, it's the Couch Chronicles, where it ain't no fucking limits. I do this every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday from 8 Central Time. Follow Couch Chronicles No Limits on Spotify, Pandora, THA Couch on Facebook, TikTok, and Big O, and THACouch.com. Couch Chronicles No Limits on Instagram, and my main YouTube Instagram, and my .com, which is THA Real JANELL. I'm going to jump into another song, and we're going to keep it going. It's Prison Jail Felon Talk today and tomorrow. And then next month will be the next one. I do this every month, so don't even trip. If you missed this month, if you didn't get a chance to speak and you want to speak, hit me up. DM me. I'll message you back. If you don't get a message back from me, leave me a comment on my page, and I'll go check my inbox. But I normally check my inbox probably 1,000 times a day because I have so many people hitting me up. And sometimes if you're not following the page, you'll go right to the message request. So I keep up with that. You can even email me. I keep up with all of that. It's serious to me. Anything that got to do with my music, my podcast, and my wife is very serious. So if you are interested, then hit me up. I'm into interviewing whoever. It doesn't matter what walk of life you're walking, I will interview you. So if you're not scared to talk and you're not scared of what I might ask, come on through. It's the Couch Chronicles, where it ain't no fucking limits.
Jackpot this time.
Big time, giving up the music, took me straight off the front line, I'm not lying. Been watching my mama cry up in that courtroom. Then the judge just dismissed me like I was dumb too. And the bailiff looked at me like, what you gon' do? My mind is fucked up, so all I'm thinking is I'm gon' shoot. Then reality set in like it was supposed to. Cat calls down the hall, that's what them folks do. Brown bag, bologna sandwich in them jumpsuits. My cellmate just did 100 years on some dumb shit, damn. Is this the end of the days? Cause living in a cell is just like being in a grave. If ain't no money on your books, then you ain't eating shit. You better pray that you get mail a penitentiary gift. And for them lonely days, a visitation list from your family and your friends, that's a major lift. And your spirit, all the drama on the yard, you wanna forget it. Yeah, behind these walls knows it's different, and you wouldn't understand if you didn't live it. Ayy, big time, I did big time, ayy, and they took me off the front line. I'm still scarred from doing my time, and everybody said I should let go. I'm trying, but it did something to my mental. In or out the pen, you know I'm standing 10 toes. You know, now you know, I hold my own, that ain't wrong. And I know I gotta think different, cause if I don't, then I guess I be the same nigga. Wait, I'm tryna let it go. I'm tryna be a better person so I don't have to get physical. I gotta get my mind right for the limelight. I don't care who judging if they don't know doing timeline. Tryna be an example to my fans and all my peoples and my nieces and my nephew. Big time, I did big time. Sitting in the cold cell in the daytime. Your time be fine, but it's not like the world, no. Big time, I did big time. Giving up them years, they tell me straight off the front line, I'm not lying. Been watching my mama cry up in that courtroom. Then the judges dismissed me like I was dumb too. Then the bailiffs looked at me like, what you gon' do? My mind is fucked up, so all I'm thinking is I'm gon' shoot. Damn, is this the end of the days? Cause living in the cell is just like being in the grave.
If you haven't already done so, make sure that you check on your strong people. Anybody that you fuck with, you make sure that you check on them. If you say that you fuck with them, why haven't you checked on them? I know, you busy. We get busy. We get so busy that we forget to check on our people until it's too late. Then we sitting there looking like, oh, wow. I literally was just about to call them, and now look, they're dead. And even though it sounds fucked up saying it like that, it's true. It happens like that. It happens like that. So don't let that be you. If you know anybody that's locked up, write them. Write them if you can. Write them. Get money on the phone. Answer the phone a couple times. More than a couple times. Shout out to all my people that's still locked up that can still see this. I love you guys. Stay strong. Shout out to my twin. I love you. Can't wait till you get out. Just talked to you on the phone last weekend, so talk to your people. Anybody that you know that's in the hospital, do a wellness check. Do a wellness check because you never know what they are going through in that hospital. I'm still fighting right now of things that happened to me in the hospital in May and June. So, still fighting it. Don't stop your fight. If you're fighting for something, do not stop your fight. Don't. That's what they want for you. That's what they want. They want for you to stop. Not just people, but the devil. Nobody wants to see you do good unless they really want to see you do good. Some people will act like they want to see you do good, but then they not sharing your post. They not encouraging you. They not lifting you up. They're like, well, you could have did this a little bit better. Critiquing, criticizing, and talking shit. They don't really want you to win. But there are people that really want you to win. I want you to win. You're gonna win. Period. You're gonna win. It's a matter of time. It's only a matter of time. Watch. If you guys would like to purchase merch, DM me. I'll send you all the information. I appreciate everybody that's been streaming my new album. Shout out to everybody. Elevate is out anywhere that you could download music. Type in Elevate in my name, Janell. That song that was just playing is called Time. The first song was Appreciate. And So Gone, the new video. Yo. Even though I'm not at 1 million views, like I said I wanted to be, shout out to the ones that have been viewing. I love you so much, and I appreciate you. If you haven't seen my video, go on my YouTube channel, ThaRealJanell, and stream my new video, So Gone, shot by my beautiful wife, Shots by Sequel. Listen, that was one of my favorite videos of the year. Has it been my only video of the year? Anyways, I really enjoyed it. I had so much fun. I can't wait to shoot the next video. I'm trying to get as many videos out as I can before I get my surgery done. I don't know how long I'm going to be down when I have my surgery, so that's why I haven't really been keeping you guys updated on that, because it can go either way. Remember, I came right after my surgery the last time, and then I couldn't get on the next 2 days. Well, you never know. I might be able to get on the first day and then not the next. Whatever. We're going to do what we can. Okay? However we can. Coming up on the couch, I got Derek, spiritual coach. He will be in October. You'll get to know him better in October, which October is literally right around the corner. And in October as well, you got MzChrista. Both of them. I cannot wait for you guys to meet both of them and get to know both of them a little bit better. MzChrista has made a really big difference in my career whenever I very first started. So you guys will get to know a little bit more details whenever she gets here. You see the new video. Make sure that you go watch. September 27th is the next Shroom Talk, and I won't be doing Shroom Talk on TikTok, so make sure that you follow and subscribe everywhere else. YouTube, make sure that you subscribe, and I will be live on the Instagram as well. Instagram only gets certain times that I go live on there. I don't go live on there anymore as much, but I will be going live on September the 27th, September the 30th for Fuck Fentanyl. Again, it won't be on TikTok, but I will be on Instagram Live and every other platform as well. If you have a story about any of those topics, you're more than welcome to come share your story. Your story is very important and it can help somebody. Question from the Couch just dropped, and I will be dropping it on Spotify tonight. It's already on my other platforms, but it will be on Spotify and Pandora tonight as well. So make sure that you tune in. Subscribe to the Spotify and Pandora. You don't want to ever forget that either, because what if you on a trip and you like, damn, I'm listening to Pandora. Well, Pandora don't even have commercials. I'm just saying. October, like I said, is right around the corner. So next month, we will be starting back with the Couch After Hours. That is every Thursday from 1 a.m. to 2 a.m. for adults only. Put them kids to sleep, because we will be having adult talk. You never know what I might be talking about. And if you come to be a guest, you really better beware, because if you think I ask crazy questions now, you really gonna be like, oh, ooh, don't ask that. Don't ask that. But I will be asking. Okay. The couch is the therapy that you never knew you needed. So you never know what you might hear on the couch that can help you, make you laugh, or you might have been having a mood and then you hear something on the couch and be like, you know what? That changed my mood. So you're welcome. Next mental health talk is September the 23rd. And the next prison jail felon talk is October the 7th, 8th, 10th, and 11th. If any of anything that I ever schedule, ends up on a holiday, and I don't realize it until the holiday is actually right around the corner or the next day, then just know that I will pick back up the next day. I won't be streaming on the holiday. Now, during like Christmas time and Thanksgiving time, I like to stream in the mornings. So early mornings with the couch is what it's called. And I started it last year, and I really enjoyed it. That way I was able to stream while my wife was still asleep, but, and still be able to spend time with my wife, because she's an early morning sleeper. Me, I like to be up romping around, as she would say. So I like to be up romping around in the mornings. Again, today and tomorrow is the last day of Prison Jail Felon Talk, but that's not the last of it. You will catch it next month if you watch the couch. Duh. This month is also Childhood Cancer Awareness and Suicide Prevention Month. If you have a story to share about any of these awarenesses, then please come share it. If you're having any suicidal thoughts or feeling like you need to talk to somebody, please reach out, or you can call 988, and that's anywhere. And that is the suicide prevention line. we'll be getting more into it this month and speaking more about it, because every month, like I told you guys before, every month is really an awareness month. You just have to look it up and see what awareness month it is. So this month is Childhood Cancer Awareness Month and Suicide Prevention Month. So, and again, my heart goes out to the Reyes family. I couldn't even imagine losing my wife. Oh, I couldn't. I wouldn't even be able to function. So sending all the love, positive vibes, and energy your way. Anyone who has passed away just recently that we were locked up with, or just anybody that passed away, period. I want to go ahead and take this moment and give it a moment of silence. So if you can turn everything off and just close your eyes. You don't have to bow your head. You can just close your eyes and just give this moment to them. Thank you. If you guys are watching back there, you'll see a video of Kelsey. Anybody that has been locked up, that you know who Kelsey is. You know, they're doing like a ministry page on TikTok, and they keep things updated with the things that's going on in prison, the ministry as far as that. Not just like regular things that's going on in the yard, but like the ministry side of it. And I think it's really dope. I think it's dope that the ladies are speaking out and they're still standing on what they believe in. You know, a lot of times we meet and see people that are locked up and they start being Muslim or super Christian, and then they get out, or then they just stop all of a sudden. But the ones that stick to it, I think it's dope. And, you know, you really are setting an example for other ones that are coming in and that are in. Keep doing it. Don't stop. Keep speaking. Keep speaking your truth. Keep speaking your gospel. That literally helps people. I think it's dope, and you will be seeing it right back here. Again, pay attention to everything that's on the Stand By Me, because you never know what's back here that might could help you, or some resources that you might could utilize. I'm just saying. It is prison jail felon talk. Like I said, today and tomorrow is the last day, but it won't be the last time on the couch. Next month we will pick back up again. And I always do it like around the beginning of the months. So, you know, that way you know the schedule. Don't you? Oh, okay. Now, I know the other day I said the worst fights on the yard, to me, are domestics. And the reason why I say that is because when you are dating somebody or when you fucking with somebody, I don't know, it's just something about those type of fights on the yard that was just damn near deadly. Some of them will get deadly. Some of them will get bloody. Some of them will get so fucking crazy that they will have to shut the whole yard down. That's why I say some relationships in prison, not every relationship is toxic. Some relationships, you'll know if it's for you and if it's not for you. If it's for you, you're not going to be fighting with your mate every day. People are going to be like, oh, wow, there's such and such. Oh, I love seeing them together. Damn, they just make us so happy. I want to be just like them. Those are the ones where you like, okay, those are the good couples. But the ones that are like, oh, God, they back together? I hope they don't start arguing today. Oh, such and such better not come out here with them jeans, because such and such going to think that they talking about them. Such and such going to think that her girl looking at... I'm telling you, it gets bad. I'm talking about teeth being knocked out, noses being broke, arms being broke. For some reason, the toxic relationships in prison, when they fight, even if they know that they're going to be back together, when they fight, they are literally fighting to the death. They're barbarians. They don't give a fuck. Oh, you just looked at such and such? I'm going to bust your face open until you have to recover for 6 months. And then you'll think about it the next time you want to look at somebody else. It's almost like a taming thing, like Like, they are literally trying to control how you act, who you talk to, and who you are on the yard. Because a lot of women change. Men too. Some of those men didn't go in there being gay, and then somebody turned them out, and now they have to be a certain way in prison to where they're unrecognizable to the people who know them from the streets. It's sad. But no matter where you are, if you are in the penitentiary and you're in a relationship, you can be one of those ones that can end up that abuser or the abused. Some of us have never been in an abusive relationship until prison. Some of us never been in a toxic relationship until prison. Not all relationships in prison are good relationships. And like I said, you'll know the ones that's good for you because it feels good. Inside and out. To be with that person, to be around that person, whether it's a friend or a sexual partner. When it's not right, it doesn't feel good. You're always in trouble. You don't have a level. Your name is always being said. Not the first name, but the last name. They always calling your name because you always into some shit. Be careful on what type of relationship you get with a certain person on the yard, because some relationships you cannot get out of. They really believe that if you fuck with me, you're stuck with me. Until the death of them. You think that okay. Y'all broke up for 2 days. You decide that you want to talk to somebody else. You walking on the yard with them, and then all of a sudden, hot boiling water with grease is thrown on y'all. It happens. Right, Tabitha? It happens. It happens. So, if you are on the verge, of going to prison, or if you know anybody that is facing prison time, or doing things to end up in prison, taking penitentiary chances, talk them out of it. Especially if you've been in prison. Let them know just how bad it is. How bad the shakedowns are. And if you get an officer that really got to stick up their ass, they'll stick their finger in your pussy hole. You think they give a fuck? No. Thank you for the stars. They don't give a fuck about violating anybody's anything. They don't even give a fuck about being rolled up. Because if they can prove that, well, they stuck their finger up your pussy hole and grabbed some drugs out, they good. But if they came out with nothing, they not good. So, you don't want to do prison time. It's not good. I'm telling you. It's not fun. Now, like I said, there are some good things that happen, but that was because I was already there. Not because I'm like, you know what, there's some good things that's going to happen. I'm going to end up going there. No. It happened in the midst of me being there. If you end up going, make the best out of your situation. I'm not saying be in there and just be like, or be miserable. No. Fuck no. That will make your time go by so much worse. So much worse. Mentally, physically, and emotionally. You don't want to do your time the wrong way. Because if you start your time out the wrong way and end up doing it the wrong way, you're going to be talking about how it was the worst ever all the time. Tabitha said, get a good job. There are good jobs in prison. There are. If you work in the kitchen, you can easily steal some food and sell it on the yard. That's easy money. Easy money. They want that real meat patty. They want them real vegetables. They're going to buy it from you. So if you a kitchen worker, don't worry about how much the penitentiary is paying you. Worry about the person on the yard that got the bag that like to cook. You feel me? Or, like Tabitha says, boss. So I used to work at Boss as well, and it was a job that we were selling a long distance. And it's funny because when you get calls on a phone, especially if it's a telemarketer, you don't immediately think, are they in prison? We was in prison working a real job, dialing phone. Well, we didn't dial it, but it, you click a thing and it just, their number comes up and it starts to ring. But if they can do that in the penitentiary, what else you think they can do? It's the Couch Chronicles, where it ain't no fucking limits. I love you guys so much. And I will see you tomorrow on the couch. Don't even trip. It's prison jail felon talk today. Today is over. Tomorrow. So I will see y'all tomorrow on the couch. I love you guys. Sending positive vibes, love, energy, and healing vibes your way. Good night. Love you, wifey. Good night. It's time. I will be back on tomorrow. Oh, you should come back and let me interview you again. I love you. Good night. Good night, TikTok. Love you. Spotify Pandora, thank you so much for tuning in. It's the Couch Chronicles, where it ain't no fucking limits.